here. And he'll get a copy of this. We'll fill out all this information, which is, where is it? Oh, the emergency contact list. So we're supposed to be getting stickers. Stickers, generally speaking, will be right here. I don't have any right now, I ran out. So I'm gonna write it on here, get a copy, and they'll place it right here, together with his clickers for the garage. All the information of the appliances, just let them know the appliances are not warranted by us directly. They do have to call it in. They can let us know, but they have to call it in for the company that actually delivered them.
Do you have to register them? Like, do they have
I
to do a
believe so,
registration
yes.
card?
Yes,
Okay.
it's in their best interest to actually register them just for extra warranty, more so with the manufacturer.
Okay.
So we'll provide this information as well, which is power and gas and CPS, and water and sewer will be SOGS. And this is the walkthrough list, which I have another one that has lines on it. It should be at the end. Well, it's in two different ones. So today is 21?
20.
And I do have terrible handwriting.
Right.
So usually what I do is I write it down, type it up, print it out, and attach it to the report.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I have to accept it. I've heard that my entire life. All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off on the side of the wall. So we'll start here, we'll go around the whole perimeter, and then we'll finish off right here, so that way, we don't miss.
Okay.
If you see something over here, we're over here right now.
Okay, so we're taping first. Got it.
Yes, so he's got the tape. Anything you see, actually, under a
In the
strip.
piece?
Yeah, don't be stingy with the tape.
Thank you.
So I do want to say also that the house will be re-cleaned the day of closing. It will be power washed, back, front, garage, and the windows will be re-cleaned. The inside of the windows, where all the dirt is at. So all that will be cleaned up.
Is that just a bug up there?
That looks like a bug.
Yes, they will. I don't know if they'll be here or not on Tuesday. We'll get them
What if
cleaned.
the bugs will be here?
Yeah, so I get that a lot. Why is there bugs in the
They
house?
sneak in.
Well, there's a lot of
it's
construction,
Texas.
disruption of nature. They move around. Right there on the corner. Oh, sorry about that. I do want to say that. So this set right now, it's set to a code, and it's set to my key, which is a construction key.
Okay.
The day of the closing, I'm going to reset it for a key that's only them and them only. There's no
Okay.
copies of that. No one else will have a copy of it. And it'll be rekeyed to that, and my key will basically stop working. And I'll set the code, or I'll delete the code, and it'll reset the factory settings.
Okay.
Oh, so there won't be any code in
No,
there. So
no.
they'll need to,
All they have to do is just reset the code. So if you, actually, the way I learned about it was YouTube.
YouTube it, yeah.
Yeah, so you basically Google this,
Oh, on the back.
yes,
Okay.
it tells you right there. I mean, really, you gotta click this right here, click on the numbers, and then click the square on top, and it'll set the code. You can
Okay.
set up several codes.
But it'll explain that if they
Correct.
just
Yeah, no,
YouTube, go
it's
to
like-
the,
It's the guy from the video that I saw at least.
Are we going like in
Yes.
the room? Like
into
that?
the room. Yeah, we're
I
following
guess
the
while
wall.
we're here, and I'll start just saying stuff.
Yeah, you can
If you
talk.
want to
and
point
I'll-
out this, this is a combo smoke detector. These are different from inside the bedrooms. That one's a carbon monoxide and a smoke detector as well.
Okay.
Go into the smoke detector part. They are wired. They're hardwired to the house. They do have a breaker to them in case of a power outage. They are backed up by batteries. Their recommendation is as long as one of them starts chirping, replace all batteries, because then it'll drive you nuts.
So something like this, like on the rounded corners, that's really not a paint thing, but there's no
Texture?
sheetrock on it. So can we
Yeah, I mean, if
just put a piece of blue
If
tape
it's
on
not,
it?
if there's no texture to it, that may be a tricky thing, because if he textures this area right here, and I'll ask. Well,
Okay.
let me just ask my
So
drywaller.
just
Yeah, but
tape
if
on
you
it?
question something,
Okay.
we'll put a D on there, so that way we know it's drywall related. Usually we use
Because I know
grade.
rounded corners are kind of tough, but
Yeah, and that's the other thing. While we have the video on, whenever they're moving in, they kind of want to wrap this. If they hit this part right here, since it's plastic, part of that is going to fall off.
It'll crack off.
Yeah, and I mean we
see
can't.
this, okay, it looks like they tried to fix it, but.
No, this door I'm replacing.
You're replacing this door?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we're missing a door stop right there.
Okay.
So we're replacing this door?
Yeah, because it's got a, like
Yeah,
a
we
big chunk
can't-
out of it right
Okay.
here. and they
We
can't
can't.
fix
So
that.
whenever they were installing the
Oh,
the
the door,
hardware-
yeah.
They made a mess. And they
Yeah.
just, oh, we'll just put some spack on there and it'll be
oh
okay.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
It looks good.
They
for my
they will
house.
do whatever it takes to either hide whatever happened or we can tell them, hey, if you can fix it, great, but that looks
Our joke is, it looks good for my house.
yeah, exactly.
For my house.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna add that on my list so that way
That
it's on
door.
my other list, but I'm gonna add it to this because as of right now it's not there.
Okay.
Doorstop, front, right, bedroom. And I don't know if you know how these windows operate, and I don't mean to be,
We might as well
or
show
to
them.
sound,
I'll show 'em.
yeah, so you can't open them from the bottom, you gotta open them from the top.
Okay.
The slip right here. Go down. You wanna open up to clean the inside of the window. There's these two clips, you might wanna show them. Open this way. You might wanna get a chair, something to set this on, so that way you can clean this up.
Y'all gonna do that, right? Y'all gonna do that?
Yes, yes, yeah. So the day of the final,
Just checking.
the day of the closing, we so we pay like $400
Oh,
for them
yeah.
to
Cleaned.
to clean the windows. We do it twice in the year. I mean, in the build of the house.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't really be doing it that many times, especially with the construction that we have.
Right, you need to wait till the end, otherwise it's gonna get
Yeah.
dirty again.
Correct.
Yeah, I totally get that. The paint's pretty good. I mean,
I saw something right here. Just put it right there, just so that way they can touch it up and put some caulking on it. So this is the area that they will probably more than likely see, a little bit of cracking here
right,
and there.
just from the caulk drying.
In
out.
about
Oh, like around
in about
the
a year
edge
or
of-
two,
yeah.
Settlement. The house will start to settle. They do give out, I believe, if my understanding at least, that Davidson gives out a one-time before the end of the year courtesy. So they'll send out the drywall on the back.
Oh, to
Put some
do
caulking.
little caulking and,
Yeah.
and paint touch up?
Correct.
Okay.
But I mean, realistically speaking, that's the thing, it may not happen. I mean, for my house, it happened until year 10. That's when I started seeing it. It really depends on the soil.
And where do they get the paint if they want paint, more paint?
So that will be on the deco spreadsheet. It calls it out, more than likely Sherwin-Williams.
And there'll be
they'll
the
say name of
SW
it.
number? Okay.
Although I do want to say that, and I've heard this from the painter more so, not really from buyers, that depending on where they get the paint from,
It might
it,
come out.
it's different because the machines are not calibrated the same.
That is
So Sherwin-Williams from Bandera as opposed to the Bernie one, they may differ a little bit, but
Yeah.
color like this, I don't really see
And
much
this is
of a
flat
difference.
paint, so
Yeah, it's
it's
flat.
pretty easy to.
Correct. I mean,
Cover it up.
touch it up, it shouldn't be a problem. When it's the killing beige is more when I see the issue with the gray, like the agreeable gray, because if they differ just a bit, you'll be able to notice it. With this white color, you won't be able to notice as much.
My eyeballs are gonna be.
So to get a true match, you can take a little cutout of the sheetrock, like in a closet or something.
Yeah.
If you wanted to do
What
a
about
color,
like with the
color
paint
match.
Oh, we'll
buns?
send it.
Just tape that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, you don't even question anything. If you see something that is to your
That I
dislike,
don't like, okay.
yeah, just tape it.
Alright, thank you.
And I'll meet with the painter prior to them starting. I'll let them know, hey, this right here. And they'll know, I mean, if by looking at that, I'm hoping, right? You would hope that they're like, oh yeah, it's paint runoff. We'll just sand it and paint it. As far as the T-Stat goes, while we're here, so this is not Wi-Fi enabled. If they do want to have this
Wi-Fi.
T-Stat swapped out for a Wi-Fi enabled one, preferably speaking, I would call IES.
Or BSG.
No, BSG is the,
But do they not do a Wi-Fi thermostat? BSG?
BSG may. Yeah, this one's not Wi-Fi now.
Okay.
So the only reason I bring that up is, well, actually, let me open this up. So if you want to show them these wires. So I don't know which one of those, but 2 of those wires have power, even if it's low voltage.
They have power.
But if they touch each other, it blows a fuse. The fuse is like $500 on a gas home. If it's electric, it's even more. So, and I know this for a fact because it happened to me. I had to replace the fuse because I didn't know. So the best thing to do is either one, you call IES, the HVAC company, and ask them, hey, how much would you charge me to replace it for a Wi-Fi enabled, or if you provide it and I buy it and I pay the labor.
Okay.
So that way they retain the warranty.
Okay.
That goes for pretty much everything that we do. You know, if you want to add a ceiling fan, if you want to do it yourself, if you're a DIY kind of guy, you can do it. But if you do something wrong and the breaker blows, then you're out of pocket on it.
Because
they're
you
they're
voided the warranty.
Correct. They're going to know. And that goes more so like whenever you have.
I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is the finish so discolored on the fixtures? Like, on my table over there. Like, it's just like, is it just dirty or is it just,
know.
it doesn't,
Let me
it just
get it.
doesn't look, and like here too, like it just looks splotchy and discolored.
I'm thinking of maybe what they used to clean it with, but I don't know why. I hate brushed nickel finishes.
Cause that would not make me
Yeah.
happy if I was looking at
I mean, I'm totally.
So you
with
might
that.
wanna write that one down.
Yeah, I will.
Cause that's not a painter thing, I know.
So is it
but-
just in the tub?
Well, like, yeah, like
This
these,
looks okay.
yeah, this has some paint on it, but hopefully the cleaner.
Oh,
does
the cleaner will get that off.
But,
yeah,
but yeah, just those fixtures just look real,
Yeah, like
it
it's
just looks like this one, it just looks
Splotchy.
splotchy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll question that.
Thank you.
'Cause, yeah, I can see it over here too.
Yeah, it's just,
I'm thinking that maybe they may have used something.
To discolor the finish.
Because I know
then they should take that off their list of cleaning supplies.
they used a bottle for stainless to clean the fridge the other day. I saw it because I asked her what is it because I wanted to buy one for my house, and she's like, "No, you just get it at Home Depot. It's one of those stainless cleaners." So and that's stainless material, or it's brushed nickel, but
Yeah, but you would clean it the same
yeah,
way.
you would use it the same, correct? So, oh, you know what? Hold on, let me see something real quick in here.
Okay.
Okay, you want to show them that real quick in the video? Then I can explain it right now.
Yeah.
So that pipe that goes right here,
Yes.
that's the primary condensation drain for the AC.
Yeah.
So whoever's going to be using this bathroom, if they shave, they want to make sure that year long, you're able to set the drain up into a certain level. And we'll let it run for a little bit.
That happened to us on vacation. My son was using the sink where the secondary drain line went into, and when we were on vacation, it clogged up, and when I came home, it had overfilled the sink and it was all over the bathroom floor because it was dripping and it couldn't drain.
Yeah.
And I was like, rinse that. I said, rinse it out with paper towels. Don't be putting
Yeah,
that
so
crap in the
twice a
sink."
year, what you want to do is you want to pour vinegar or any solvent cleaner that can actually, like Drano. I use that a lot at home.
You want it in this sink? You want it in this sink?
Yeah,
'Cause that's-
especially on this one because so that's what you're looking for. Gasping for air to be able to flow out because the AC is constantly draining water.
Okay.
So the problem is that if it clogs up from here, you won't be able to know. You'll notice because it's
You
basically,
won't know until it
yeah,
clogs up a lot.
correct.
And you're gone for a couple of
Yeah,
weeks. then
and
come
or
back.
you have water coming down from the ceiling.
Oh yeah, from the pan.
From the secondary pan.
Yeah. Was that on hold or something?
Can I get more tape, please, sir?
So with these, I don't know about this particular brand or maybe these seed, but
Thank you.
the recommendation is if you get home, like similar to right now, 79, you want to do 5 degree
degree.
increments. You don't want to set it to 68 because the machine's going to be like, okay, we're not going to be able to do it.
And it'll freeze.
It'll just like,
Freeze up.
yeah.
So I guess we're missing a,
Yes, that's
That was-
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
That's on the report as well.
okay.
That's on their report. I don't know why it was there because there's a hole. You know, the
Somebody
holes are
needed
there.
it.
Stole it for a different house.
You know, people steal the random things. I'm not gonna lie. I walked the home the other day
They don't want
and the light bulbs were
They don't
gone.
want to go to Home Depot.
No, I mean, stuff is expensive. I mean, door stops are like $1 now, so people steal stuff. Can't really hold it against them too much. It's like,
Yeah, you can.
I mean, if I don't know who it is.
Or
If,
sod.
oh yeah, if I knew.
People steal sod.
Oh yeah.
There was a video one time of this lady, I mean, in a really nice, expensive car. And she was in the neighborhood and she got caught like taking a whole bunch of sod, and the news was like, ma'am, like, why are you taking the sod at midnight out of this new neighborhood, off these pallets?
That's kind of what that guy in the movie did. Fun with Dick and Jane. Jim Carrey.
Oh, really? I didn't.
Yeah,
I've never
so
seen
the
that
wife's complaining about, because of the financial situation they're going through. And she's like, I wish we had sod. So he goes out to a house and just steals the whole
one. Oh
front
my
yard.
God. Well, this house has sod.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous too.
Yeah, this
Front
one's
yard
actually,
looks great.
it looks pretty good. The back trees, they look pretty. They are leaning a bit. So that's part of my inspection as well. I don't know. No, it was on his inspection as well. So,
Oh, leaning trees.
Yeah, because we put in a big tree, so.
yeah, they're medium to large trees. Average, I would say about $500 to $600. I do want to say this. So, I guess that's one thing that a lot of homeowners bring up. Can I remove the tree? Yes, you can. Do I recommend you trashing it? No. Try to see if you can sell it if you want to remove it. Because a lot of people are like, I want to do a plum tree or do an apple tree or whatever.
You
the
should
case
be
may
just
be.
happy to have a tree here,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like. I mean, it's
especially
really.
if it's alive.
I think it's more so about the culture, though.
Oh, I see.
A lot of Asian people, they don't.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to clean up after the.
No,
the
but it's more
leaves
about they want a specific tree.
Oh.
So this guy, he's from Vietnam, but he swapped out all 3 trees for cherry blossoms. I think.
Yeah.
So because they're more about
And
the
they're like good luck and stuff.
yeah, feng shui. The tree
Yeah.
was in front of the door.
Yeah,
He
their
made me
location.
move it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
location
there was
is
a lot of
important.
that. So we try to accommodate as much as we can, but unfortunately, this community is within the city limits, and we have to abide by the city code and compliances and whatnot. So they require us to do certain things. They are oaks. You may ask me what kind of trees they are. At the moment, I don't know.
So there's some kind of.
They are oaks, yes, because they're indigenous to Texas, so that's what the city requires us to install. However, as far as the name goes, I don't know.
So they can add fans in these rooms, right?
Yes.
They just won't have a double switch.
Correct. And now going back to the whole T-stat thing, it goes back to the same thing. If they have a friend who's an electrician and he's like, I can run another wire for you and make it a double switch, they can if they want to. However, if they mess up anything, it's on them.
Voiding that
Yeah.
part of the warranty.
Yeah, but nowadays, I mean,
Everything's remote
yeah,
control.
you can get just fans with, they're not as expensive anymore. I
Right.
remember like years ago, they were like $150, $200. Nowadays, I found some that are like $60 over in Home Depot,
Yeah.
Amazon.
Or Amazon, yeah.
Yeah, Amazon. Oh, this is an air return vent. So really, you don't have to do anything here.
More peace.
It used to have to like install a filter at every return vent. No longer have to do that. The AC filter is up in the attic. We'll show them that.
Okay.
Hopefully before it gets too hot. By the way, I don't recommend you going in there. In July, like at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, you'll probably pass out.
Yeah.
Actually, probably.
Do it early in the morning.
Yeah, or don't go up there for anything.
Well, yeah. And I'm
Unless
just
you,
saying,
unless
changing
you
the
have to
filter.
replace the filter, yeah. Because there's some maintenance to it too.
Yeah.
So you replace the filter, you don't have to actually go up there.
No,
No,
you're
no,
going in the
that-
attic.
Yeah, so the attic will have a 4-inch media filter, probably a 20 by 25, and it's
And
good
there's not a filter
for.
in there.
Correct. No,
Okay.
no, no. So the only thing that you have to do there is dust it, preferably when the AC is off.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that way all the dust isn't basically sucked it up. But yeah, preferably I would use like broom or something, or even those,
Duster, the
Yeah.
Swiffer.
The Swiffer.
yeah,
Yeah.
Swiffer. And that's what the recommendation for the floor itself. They recommend to use like Bana, because this
Oh,
is
okay.
LVP. You don't want to use something with a lot of water. You can, because it does have an insulator underneath it, and it's weather protected.
But it's
But-
better to,
Yeah, you don't want to have water going into the creases or in between.
yeah.
Oh, you know what? Let me check the doorbell.
Oh, okay.
Usually one thing I always do when we're doing the firewalk, so I'm gonna do this. It works.
That would annoy me if you came to my house.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't even do that.
That's good.
I
That's
had
your
too-
little boy coming
I
out.
had too much coffee today. Too much.
Oh, thank you for that. My eyes are starting to swim.
Yeah, you get lost with the overwhelming paint.
Yeah.
But yeah, see right here.
Overwhelming whiteness.
Yeah, I can see something here, like maybe put a piece of tape on there so that way we can touch up that area. I don't know if it's just the light, but I'll just have them roll it.
It's almost like yeah. It's almost
It
like
may
the
be
texture
light.
is.
I'm not really sure, but I'll have them touch it up.
So on the LEDs, you want to talk about if those go out, what do they do?
For the first year, well, they basically what they do have to do regarding any warranty decision they have to make, they do have to submit it through the portal. Otherwise, if they call us or they call Aiden or call me,
It's
hey,
not
I'm having this
right.
problem, I cannot show up because the company does not want me to show up without them knowing something's going on. That's for one. Two, it gets assigned to us by the office. It usually takes about 24 hours for them to see it, unless it's an emergency, like a water emergency is very different. Or if it's like power related with the AC, that something happened with the AC, then they'll jump on it right away. But if it's something that is not a life-threatening situation or a home accommodation situation, then yeah, it'll take about 24 hours. They'll create the ticket, then they'll assign it to us, we'll assign it to the said person. By then, we do want to know, like we want them to let us know, hey, I submitted a ticket for this. I can start working on it, but I can't show up just like that without a ticket
Without
being
ticket,
entered, yes. But as far as the puck lights go, if they're supposed to be good for 10 years,
Oh, okay.
but it depends on the hours of use. So light
For
bulbs.
normal use, it's.
Correct, yeah, so for basically light bulbs and these LEDs, they have an hour lifespan. So the amount of minutes you use it, so if you run them,
24 hours.
yeah,
then
if
it's
you
gonna
leave,
be
if you leave
shorter.
it on, I mean, that happens to me quite a bit on my light bulb on the outside of my house. It's on every day
Right.
from dawn to sunrise.
Yeah.
So I have to replace it every so often, but
Yeah.
that's normal. I mean, that's kind of the lifespan of a light bulb.
Right.
With these, I mean, I haven't really seen, I think out of all the houses that we've done, only one house, one of them went out.
Oh, okay.
But it was a spec, so the house was constantly being, it was actually one of those houses that we actually put furniture in.
Oh, so the lights are left on all the time.
Yeah, so like the model,
Yeah.
basically. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
go closet or linen closet.
Make sure the fan working. There you go. It's working.
Yes. So where's this trash coming from?
I'm assuming you have that window.
Yeah, that window's coming
Okay.
in. Actually, they're coming out until Tuesday, but I'm gonna
Oh, the
grab
window?
it.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab it from another house
Okay.
because this is a
Removable. Yeah.
no, yeah. But what I was gonna say is a manufacturer issue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's been happening lately. I don't know what it
The
is.
seal broke
Yeah.
in it.
Oh, and now that we're talking about the windows, they have a 10-year warranty on the windows.
On the seal?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But
not for a broken window.
correct, yeah. If they break it, then yeah, no.
But
If
if the
hails-
seal breaks.
Correct, yeah. If something starts to happen like that, which
It's usually weather.
honestly, I don't know if it's actually just dirty. Because someone tried to clean it up.
But I did notice he put that on the floor.
No, it's inside, I think, right?
I don't know what it is, to be honest. I've only seen like 3 of them so far. But, yeah, it is on the roof. Or at
Okay.
least in mine.
Okay.
You know what, actually? That's this. That's the shower. The pressure was lower when the heat came out.
Yep,
They already bumped it up.
okay.
He didn't tell me exactly what it was.
It was like 35.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
low.
it was really low.
So sometimes what happens too is when we do our irrigation system, and they had it at, without the irrigation, they had it, let's say at 40 or 45. When they do the irrigation, somehow, I don't know why, but it lowers down. So they have to come out and reassess it. You want to test the hot water so that way I'm not saying, oh, we have hot water, and I'm lying. It is hot though.
It's hot.
Okay. We have hot water.
Hot water.
So I'm gonna let it run for a little bit. Run in the shower as well. You
Okay.
gotta put good water pressure. I don't like the way that sounds.
Yeah, it sounds draining good.
Yeah. With this gassy for air.
Yeah. Oh, this is a,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
That doesn't look right.
Mm-mm.
Is it something?
That door, no, it looks like it's
Okay.
delaminating.
Can you tell that these are now for pull-ups?
Yes, I can tell they are not.
Yeah. So with these, and I know, and again, nothing against women.
Our clothes are heavy.
Yes. So you want to separate as much as you can, no more than 20 pounds per linear feet. I don't know how you can achieve that. My wife doesn't listen to me. Happened already once, but it does happen. These are supposed to be attached to a stud. So that being said,
I don't know, y'all suits would be more, if you had like 3 suits here, that's
Oh, yeah.
more than 20 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just saying. It's
no, it would, that's why I said not just against women. I have, coats and stuff that I don't use, but what's going on here? Looks yellowish. Put this tape on there.
Just the light.
Yeah, no, it's yellowed, yeah.
Oh yeah, because I can see it's 50
Yeah.
and over a couple times.
This is what we call an on-cue panel.
Uh-huh.
So whenever they hire their services, communication, Time Warner Cable, AT&T,
Alarm.
yes, the alarm. There are wires in here already, so it's pre-wired for that. As far as how it works,
So that's where their modem would go.
yes, and
Okay.
they have a plug right here which is not ideal. But what I did, so I went out to a home that just closed not too long ago. My recommendation for the aesthetic part of it was
Drill
make a hole right here,
Drill a hole.
so that way
yeah.
they can put the transformer on there. That way it's not like pinched over, and that's what the guy did. But I mean, they have pretty cool settings now, whereas they don't have to put the modem in there anymore because, well, it's small. So they have like a thing
Oh, like a
where it's
little
like
shelf.
like a shelf, yeah. So they actually bring it with them.
Okay.
So they put it right here, and then that way all the wiring connections and the blue cherries, I don't know what they're called. No, the raspberries, that's what they're called. The little thing where they plug stuff in, and then they put it in there.
So if you want complete fiber, you need to go with AT&T.
I don't believe we run fiber though.
Oh, okay.
No, fiber, it would have to be ran by them directly.
Okay.
I could be wrong on that. We'll put it on our notes.
Okay.
But I don't believe we run fiber, no.
Can this be fixed?
Yeah, that can be fixed. So usually this happens when they do the wall out
Okay.
and someone closes the door
And it's
behind
still
them,
wet.
it sticks.
Okay.
Yeah, that can get fixed. The other one cannot.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that can be fixed. The fan work in here? Did y'all
Yes.
turn the fan on?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. And then you
He's
have
grateful.
a fan in here too.
Drives me nuts sometimes with that fan though, because you turn it on and it takes a little bit to like kick on, as opposed to like older fans that you just.
Okay, immediately.
Yeah. I guess while we're here, a lot of people associate pressure of the house with the shower heads.
Mm-hmm.
All our shower heads, basically everything that we use nowadays is water conservation fixtures.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little plug in there that if they choose to do so,
Pull it out.
yeah. I mean, the bad thing about it is that plug or that screen is there to actually stop debris
From coming
from
through.
coming and clogging the actual shower head. But, I mean, if they do a water softener, maybe that'll change a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I took it out of my shower head.
I can't remember the word of it, and I was watching a video the other day about it.
Yeah, see, these fixtures look way better. Like these look
Yeah, you don't
Clean.
see that.
right. It
You
doesn't
don't
all
see that.
splotchy.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just a little
skull.
bit.
I'm thinking that too, sometimes with, brush nickel or even stainless, like
Oils.
whatever's on your hands when you're installing it,
Right?
it sticks up. I mean, you can see it right here when the guy was doing the install, but they cleaned it. What's today? Tuesday? They cleaned it Friday.
Yeah, they were here Friday.
Yeah, unless maybe they didn't do a really good job on the cleaning part.
We'll try and have them clean it, and then
Yeah,
if not,
so
then-
we'll set that up, and if for whatever reason it doesn't come off, then I'll just replace it.
Okay. And if you don't get a water softener, you are going to get spots on this glass
Yeah.
because we have very hard water here. They're coming from a different state, so they might not know that.
That's correct.
No, it's
We're the
like-
fourth hardest water in the
It's a
United
lifesaver.
States.
Is it plum?
Yes.
It's plum
Yeah,
for a
pretty common
softener.
and drain and everything.
Okay.
but they-
We'll
So,
see that in the garage.
There's a company that we work with alongside called Dupure. No,
No, Elite water.
Elite Water Systems. Sorry, Dupure is the other thing.
Yeah.
So there is a faucet already in place in the kitchen. More
Okay.
than likely, and this is my understanding. I've heard different. They get a chance, right? They get like a 4-month trial.
Well, they get a cartridge.
With a-
They'll come
with a
out
filter.
and give one first free cartridge, and then they'll try and set them up with like hey,
Reverse osmosis
we'll
or-
mail the cartridge to you for X amount of dollars every 6 months.
Oh,
Now, if
okay.
they want RO or the
Oh, that's so it's just filtered water
cartridge
For-
filtered
for
water
the-
at the
for
sink.
the
at the
sink,
sink.
yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they can do the RO, or they choose to do so and go with them directly.
for a
It-
water softener,
Yeah, so the
they'll
best
come out and
suggestion
pitch
you can
it.
do is provide them with like 3 numbers, Culligan, whichever other company that does.
Yeah, I've got a local guy that I use.
Yeah, and they can compare pricing.
The only problem with that is that when they do the install, if they do any damage like to
The plumbing.
the plumbing, then we
If they go
don't
with your-
cover that
if they go
warranty.
with your guy.
Then-
so
then
if they
it's
go with us,
covered.
it's
Okay.
different. So
Okay.
that same thing goes for like the alarm company,
Mm-hmm.
BSG, which is Builder Security Group. They're the ones that do the pre-wiring for all the cable and all that, and they will try to, not that they'll try to sell it to you, but either way they'll contact you to try to sell you the alarm system, which I honestly don't know what it costs. I have them when I bought my home.
It's like $45 a month.
Yeah,
Unless you add extra cameras, things like that.
yes, but you can also let your insurance know that you have an alarm system, and they'll give you a discount.
That's
Right.
true.
So at the end of the day, I think it comes out.
And we're in, unfortunately, we're in a city where
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like they need one. I feel like
I
everyone should have one.
I live in the medical center, so yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like
and I have a
everyone should have
massive dog, and still.
And most people have that, the alarm company can install it's not a ring, but it's
Right,
similar
yeah.
to
they'll
a
give you-
ring.
They'll give you a
So they,
Doorbell.
what they did for me back then, and they may have thrown out the fact that I was working at a builder, and they worked alongside with us. So they sold me all the equipment, and I think they financed it for like 12 months with no interest. And so they gave me the screen, all the contacts for the windows, all the doors, and I had to, the only attachment to it is that I had to have it for more than 2 years.
Yeah.
But I've kept it for like 8 years
Your
now.
contract is,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
a minimum.
Most places will give you free equipment or
Yeah,
quite a
depending
bit
on
of
the
free
contract.
equipment. And they just want, because they make their money in the monitoring, so that's
Yes,
what they want.
and one thing I didn't know, I was actually talking to the BSG guy yesterday. So if you choose to go with that setup with them, depending on what I think the front door, the lock code has a C-wave thing
And they
on
can
it.
go,
And they can attach it to the screen itself, and you can
so when you
actually
put in your
unlock it.
code, it undoes the alarm at the
Yes.
same time, and you can do it on your phone.
Correct.
And you can unlock it.
Which is actually
and-
pretty, I didn't know we could do that. I mean, that's actually
Pretty
pretty
cool.
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's something that people may or may not want to look into, but technology is crazy.
Until it's not.
Yeah, I used to work for another company that we started doing the Amazon thing. So we added an Echo Show, a hub, and then the front door, and you would tell Alexa, like, Alexa, lock up my front door. And it would lock it, or unlock it. But then it wouldn't work. So we had a lot of warranty on that. That was a nightmare. That's neither here nor there, Rebecca. Don't even bring it up.
It's like your computer, when it doesn't work, it doesn't
Yeah,
work.
that's what I'm saying. My computer doesn't work right now. I think it's the charger. I'm hoping it's the charger.
Oh, that's easy. A charger is easy to
Yeah,
replace.
I have another one at home, but I'm using the one that's a desktop so you can add it to the screens.
Oh, yeah.
I may have to just get another one of those. I've had it running 4 years. Oh, and we have a smoke detector in every bedroom.
Yes.
And then you have 2 of those combos.
And then this vent in here, you want to?
That's just a jumper.
Okay.
It'll help the door not rattle when the AC's on.
And you have the door shut?
Correct.
Okay.
It only, for some reason, it's only in the master. I don't know
Right.
why. I don't see the rattling part anymore. I think that was years ago. Houses were built a lot different before. I don't think we talked about the blinds
Okay.
like over there. So
No, we didn't.
there's no string. So you got to bring them up, pull them down.
Okay.
Easy peasy. Do they have kids?
No.
So I think they went away with the strings because of everything that's what's happening with kids getting strangled, unfortunately.
Kids and cats.
Yeah.
Oh, and cats, yeah.
Which is
I didn't think about cats,
They're
yeah.
strangling themselves,
Because they climb up the, yeah. We got plenty of plugs in here.
You need to pay this whole base for it. You can tell when they don't put
So no blind on the back door. So, I just wanted to point that out. That, we don't include
I
it.
can't reach this, but
If you can't reach something, do an arrow, like do 2 little, like slice a piece and do an arrow. That way, yeah, that's perfect. That way they can look up.
I guess.
If it's something on the ceiling within the middle area, do an X on the floor, so that way it makes them look up. Piece up, X down.
That's for the shoe house.
Yeah, I was thinking this.
Oh, was that up on the, oh, it's up in the corner.
This is-
Yeah,
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 it's just a
yeah, yeah, I
little-
see, yeah.
it's not a big deal, but once you see it, you can't unsee it, so. If you're sitting here watching TV.
That's when you're gonna see it.
That crack bothers me, or that cough bothers me.
I want to install one of these in my house so bad, dude.
Yeah, you want Rebecca?
Oh, you want to show them the pop-up
Okay.
plug?
I think we saw that before, but we were confused.
Yeah, so this is the pop-up plug. It's wireless. Takes a minute. Oh wait, does it have to be popped up in order for you to use it?
No, it has to be popped up to charge?
No, there it is.
Oh, it's charging now.
Yeah, my case might be. So then,
Oh, that
and then
is.
you have the plug
I love that.
right here and right here.
Yeah,
There's
You
2
still want
plugs
to
too.
clean the dishes?
Yes. That's like.
yeah.
I love that.
And if
That's
you
nice.
want to get electrocuted, you just gotta throw water in there and put your finger in there. Oh, look, I didn't even know
Yeah,
it
it
had
has a
that.
C and a USB
What the
and then
hell?
a plug on that
That's
side.
actually, that's not,
Innovation.
they don't have these at Royal Crafts. They're not the same ones.
Well, they're all like that here.
We're bougie.
I'm gonna take this one over here and
That's
put it
because we
over
have
there.
3 sides brick.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
fancy over here.
Maybe I haven't noticed it, but I haven't.
It should be one typical plug and then USB B and C.
That's nice that that's a C though, because everything's going to the
Everything's
C.
going to C, yeah. All Apple,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
what-
Apple wants us all to
It's
buy.
crazy that they're doing that, which is good that they're doing that now, but I think it took them too long to figure that out. And now I have to have 2 different ones. My personal phone is C, my work phone is the other one, I got carry 2, and the iPad is the regular one.
Well, that other kind will be obsolete, some, you know,
Yeah.
in 4 or 5 years.
I'm talking to the builder next door, they need to pick up all that trash. So we got a reinspection Friday. Gotta take care of, whatever's left over on that list.
You're doing good, blue taping,
We can go, we'll replant that tree ourselves.
you getting your squats in.
Yeah, right. I've been doing yoga.
Crazy. Okay, so drywall's ready for tomorrow.
Draw this one for tomorrow.
Yeah.
While I'm finishing this up, you want to talk about what you're gonna do with the inspection report?
Oh, no, not with yours, I'm talking with mine.
Oh.
Yeah, so I have to finish all the items on my list, and some of them are actually on your list as well, but some of them are not. Most of them are just stuff. Call out, that was,
Oh yeah, that one, yeah, I saw
so
that.
our inspectors go really on the aesthetic side. Basically, they don't want, our homeowners to see this, which obviously,
Yeah,
that was not the intention, but. Yeah,
can
kinda,
you turn that light switch off, see if I'll make sure those lights are, oh, they're
I don't
on.
know why we're not doing the one with the blind insert. That would've been nice. I do wanna say that particular one that I have at home, the blind's like that.
Oh, it's
Oh, I
chipped
say,
in.
it's good until it breaks.
Yeah, it's good for a minute, and then they're
like,
like, oh, okay.
It's-
I asked someone like, how much is it? It's like, oh yeah, it's like $150 to replace. I'm like, I'm not replacing that. Not right now, at least. I don't really care about mine.
it's a good idea in theory.
Yeah.
Well, because you don't have to dust them.
Well, not only that.
And
so
then if kids are touching them.
most of the builders, what they do is they'll have a blind on top of it, but every single time you open it, you have a hole right here. Because the balance hits it, and then it starts to break. And this is a metal door, so the screws will start to loosen up in time. So, and they put the brackets right here, so you cut your hand. It's not a good install. A lot of builders just went away from it.
I guess you could put that like frost, that stick
Yeah.
on frosty on it or
They
something.
sell, fake stained glass.
Or yeah, or like that stained glass look.
She's not gonna do that.
No. Okay.
Megan, don't do that. You won't do that.
Do it. It's your house.
Fake stained glass? No way. No way.
Have you showed the pantry yet?
Not
Well,
Rochelle.
oh, you haven't done it. You probably have.
Yeah, well, I took a little video and sent it to
The
her.
pantry. It's just, I think, ideal for a house.
It's very nice. You can put every appliance in here, right?
Yeah, I mean, because I have one of those big, what do you call that thing?
Like a crock pot.
Yeah, but what's that other one that everyone, air fryer?
Oh,
I
yeah.
have one of those dual ones and it's like this
Oh,
big.
it's big.
So if you put it on the counter, it's just, like it's a...
Yeah, she was asking if there was a plug
Oh,
in here.
yeah, I remember that. No, I
No.
asked about it, we don't do plugs in here.
Like if you wanted to set your coffee maker up in here.
I mean,
or
if
something.
they wanted to, like, hire the electrician to do it, I'm pretty sure they can pigtail it from one of the backsplash plugs.
On this other side, yeah.
So it would be minimal damage, but they would have to pay.
They would have to pay for it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's not something that we have to offer.
Yeah.
Test this real quick.
Okay.
Love the fact that they have.
Oh, that looks good. Yeah.
Some stuff that you can totally replace, but you gotta find it.
We'll let it run for a little bit. I'm gonna run the.
In the oven?
I like spending money
So
on
what's
these.
the- Let's open it and look at it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay. And is the drawer for storage or is it
Yeah.
a?
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I've always used it for storage. I don't know what it.
It's storage then.
Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't have a burner down there or anything.
I know years ago, or like older ones, they used to have something beneath it, right?
As
I know
like a
mine
broiler.
Yeah, there you go. So we'll go bake 350. Because most of the time, these from the manufacturer come with like a chemical in there, and you have to burn it out.
So you can register from
Oh
right
yeah,
here.
it's right there. Yeah. So the models and the serial numbers are usually going to be down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For this one, it goes right there. For this one, it goes right here on the side.
Okay. To
And
register
then
it.
for the fridge, it goes in one of the doors. Oh, everything is right there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you can.
That's a nice
can
fridge.
You smell that? It's. Oh,
Yeah.
you want to tell them how to use this? So you put start and you close it. And it should
Oh,
work.
and that's it.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the buttons on the front anymore.
And they have some samples for your first dishwashing.
Oh, I have to press twice. There it is.
Okay.
So let's see, garbage disposal. So there's this key. Oh, this is the inspector who left his thing here.
There's a key.
There's,
Oh,
it's not, we call it a key, but there. it is. So if for
Oh, it's
whatever
a
reason you ever
Allen
get, I don't know, chicken bones or whatever down there, and it actually has a, I never want to run this without water. Like a humming sound or whatever, there's a little slot on the bottom. You want to do it manually. So you want to kind of turn it, make sure it gets loosened. And then
Oh, okay.
I would unplug it every time.
yes.
Put your hand in there, clean it up, repeat the process.
Okay. And there, this is the elite water people. But they're gonna call you also, put their numbers on there.
Hot water's up.
Okay.
And
Up.
then, yeah. So this button right here is a booster. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. So if you turn it off, it'll pop out.
Nice.
A lot when these came out initially, city inspector were like, "This is not like a stopper. It's not stopping." It's like it's not supposed to do that.
The what?
Just the top of that cabinet looks a little bit. Good job. Here in the
Be cleaned
corner.
up.
Oh yeah, it's got a little paint on it or something.
These are pretty.
I installed it myself. Thank you.
But you don't,
Take pride in what
you
I
don't
do.
remember what color this is called, do you?
I should know. Not at the moment, no. But I can definitely check. I mean, we can get them a copy of the deco.
Well, they have it. It's in their
Yeah.
contract.
Cabinets?
Do you know what color
like
they
the
are?
color it is.
Are we gonna get
Espresso?
Is this it? No.
It's all this stuff on
Espresso would be real good.
Oh, that's the film.
Does the film
It's
The
the film
plastic-
that it covered. Yeah, so they didn't take that
cover the
off.
granite? Or is it
For the
covered-
granite.
No, it covers the granite, and it so at an install, they come with a film.
Right.
Whenever these guys come out, so
So they took it off the top, but they didn't take it off the side.
yeah, so it's right. I want to take it out right now, but I just turned on the thing.
So you're gonna wait till you can
Yeah,
touch it?
because
Okay.
I have to be very careful because there's so the gas shut off is behind us.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, so I'm gonna trust you to go back and.
No, yeah, I will. Where's my list? I'll put it on my list so that way,
Thank you.
because yes, no, I don't want to forget. Go for it. Remove film at C top. Rain. Size.
so is this the normal fridge? This is nice.
I don't know if about normal. I've installed this one before in other
Okay.
homes, but I do know that we've done the other one that has just the French door without. The
I think it's
bottom
supposed
door.
to just have the French door. They got an
They-
upgrade.
They may have mistaken.
Well, they probably didn't have any, so they
Yeah,
had to
for
give them
that.
an upgrade.
So
Cause
right place at the right time.
Yeah.
So for the backsplash, recommendation, seal the grout, get grout sealer. Fairly inexpensive, easy to install. You just spray it on there. Same goes for the granite.
And the
you-
tile in the
Correct. Yeah, especially the
bathrooms.
tile in the bath. Well, not the tile itself, but the grout.
grout, yeah.
Because shampoos do have a lot of coloring to it, so in time it'll start to stick into the grout. Same goes for the granite. It does come from it does have a manufacturer's seal to it. It will decay in a year or 2 years. Preferably, if you can, go ahead and seal it right away. Do not sit over here. Do not let anyone
Stand on it.
stand on it because it will break.
Yeah, it's not really supported very well. It's not supported at all.
No, it's not.
Underneath here.
No, if it's less than 13 inches, it doesn't have to.
Yep,
This is like 12 and a half.
right.
Yeah.
So you don't have
less
to,
than 13 inches, we don't have to. If it's more than 13 inches, you do have to have supports on it.
yeah.
And the rule of thumb that they use is because 40 or 50 inches is here, you have less. This is actually, so if you and I were to pick it up, this is not being held by anything.
Right.
It's sitting on its own weight. So,
Don't stand on it.
yeah, don't stand on this area. Actually, don't stand anywhere.
Because it's a stone, it can break.
Yeah, it's natural stone. Actually, it's pretty. I don't think
It's very
I
pretty.
like it a lot.
I don't think any of the other homes we have has this one.
No, I haven't seen
Who
this
chose
one.
this house? Do you know?
The designer picked everything, but I don't know.
They do some stuff that I do like, and like everything else, they do stuff that we don't.
Okay, so this made it to 350.
Yeah, let it run.
Okay. Oh, you're
What-
burning the little plastic.
Yeah, that and
Because he,
also.
Robert, the inspector checked it, it went to 370.
Okay.
Which is within tolerance.
Yeah, we'll run it during the remaining of the time that we're here, because one other thing that has been happening quite a bit is, the breakers that the city requires us to do by code are sensitive now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's popping the breakers?
The 220s also have to be arc fault, not just only the 110s. So I just got a call, a homeowner moved in a week ago, and the dryer one kept on tripping.
I don't like this texture, so we sand it down.
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, it's too clumped up.
You can tell they repaired it, and it's
Yeah.
too clumpy. Alright, go get my tape.
Oh, yeah, it's clumpy right there.
All of our homes should be open. We should probably be done with this meeting.
Dryer. Washer.
So one thing with this one in particular, I just went through with this with another person. They may think it's not throwing water out, because what's gonna do if, when you turn it on, see, I'm gonna try to do like a fast wash, there it is. So 29 minutes. So as soon as you hit this, it'll start to spin.
Oh, to start agitating before the water goes in.
Yes, but apparently what it does is it's testing the weight of how much clothes it has, so that way it throws out the amount of water it needs. But you can also do, you can actually do a max fill.
If you want it, like,
Yes.
completely.
I read into it because now that we're using this one as opposed to the other ones, I started getting calls about it.
Let's
So
put this in the kitchen.
yeah, so see, like no water's coming out just yet.
Yeah.
But right now, it may throw out an error.
Because there's nothing in it.
Correct. But it may not. It may just throw water out. That's the same thing that happened to me the other day. There it
Oh,
is.
here it goes.
So
Water.
water's coming out. It's working.
So that's normal. Okay.
Yes, that's usually the way it works.
I'm gonna put this stuff about the washer and dryer in the kitchen drawer.
Piece of tape right here. I'm missing a screw. There we go.
What's that for you, right? Whoever was calling, it wasn't somebody at the mall.
Oh, it's BSG. He's the model.
Oh.
Andrew.
What does he want?
He's gonna walk through some specs. I was like, get after it, brother.
Go for it.
Do your thing.
So I guess if you want to point out this location. So this door should always be doing this.
Okay.
This is a fire rated door. It's ready for an hour. We do have 2 hinges right here that are self-closing hinge. So they're like tighten up to actually close. Recommendation is to not remove the pins that are there, but if they choose to do so, they can. But this is for their safety. If for whatever reason, husband, wife, spouse, they go into the garage, turn on the vehicle, forget to actually open up the garage, forget their wallet inside, they run back inside, the door stays open, all that carbon monoxide is gonna go in.
Coming inside, yeah.
Yes, you do have the smoke detectors there for that, but ideally.
And
wanna
then
have
you
that.
want to explain that little black, the,
Yes, so this is where BSG would set up the screen
Keep
if they
it.
choose to do so. I believe they can also go with whoever they want, but that's what I believe. I'm not entirely sure. They may be able to hook up onto this if they go with AT&T or ADT or whoever they would go with.
is in that other one.
Require of your needs.
She's looking for tape.
I do.
He's going ahead of me. He's helping out.
So
I appreciate it.
this door, the back door, front door will be keyed to the same key. They'll receive 4 keys, first set of 4 keys. They're all gonna be the same. So that'll be rekeyed by me. The day of the closing or the day prior probably. And I'll provide you with the keys. That way you have them.
For after funding.
Correct.
You'll
Once it
pick them up
funds-
at the model.
Yes, we cannot release keys until it funds. I believe she can pick them up, right?
He'll be here. Zach will be here.
Zach
Oh,
will be
okay,
here.
cool.
He'll be here. Yeah.
Because most of the time I think they require like power of attorney or something like that, but
Yeah. Okay.
let's see, what else? I mean, while she's doing that, we can go into the garage. So the remote is here, I'll grab them and put them in the drawer.
Okay.
Water softener, pre-plumb. That's where the drain would go. This is the dedicated plug for it. This is your disconnect for the water heater in case you ever have any issues with the water heater itself. If you need to do any maintenance to it, all you need to do is pull this out. I don't want to pull it out right now because it's working.
Yeah.
But if they ever need to, it's right. So it'll tell you like if it's on or if you flip it over and you take it off, or if it's turned over, it's off.
Okay.
Besides that,
This is where you, do we touch
yeah,
that?
if you wanted to do any in the pressure release valve, this is one of them. It goes to the outside.
Okay.
If the water heater itself ever overflows or whatever the case may be, that's overflow. It goes to the outside.
Outside. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, as far as that goes, there's really not much to it. 220 panel. I mean, I'm sorry, 110 panel. Seems like it's legible. Yeah. So whenever they get here, they want to look at this.
So they know where. they-
Yeah. So where everything is at.
And then if something trips, how do you know?
So let's say if we wanted to trip this one on purpose. So that's trip.
Okay,
Let's
there's a
go
little
that way.
red light.
Yeah, so these are the arc faults and they're, what's the other one called? Can't remember. So GFCIs.
Okay.
Yeah, so. And GFCIs are also in bathrooms where there's water areas.
Okay.
So like similar to this. So this, I'm pretty sure they're all linked together between that one and this one. Let's see. So if we were to test this, so this one and this one,
Oh, the one up there for the garage door. Yep.
correct, they're linked together.
Okay.
This one's actually dedicated, so this one's actually, turn this one on.
On its own.
So we got 5 zones.
Okay.
Recommendation, Google this or go to YouTube and it'll tell you exactly how to use this.
And they have another.
Yes,
QR
and
code.
actually, the best case scenario, they call this number right here. and talk to these people.
Okay.
They'll provide them an hour orientation for free.
Oh, really?
They'll come
Okay.
out, they'll show them how everything works, what like mods you can actually add. There's a thing you can add on there so they can use it with their phone. I mean, if they want to spend $100, they can, but it's an accessory. I don't recommend it. I mean, for the sake of the money, this is actually.
Like if you traveled a lot, you might want it.
Yeah,
but
I mean, because this is already set up.
Yeah.
So it's set up right now, 7 and 7,
2 times a day?
2 times a day.
Oh, they'll probably want to change that. 'Cause
Yeah,
Your water
so-
bill will be real high.
Before they close, I'll change
Okay.
it back to just one time. Because,
1 time a week?
no, right now they want to do more than that.
Okay.
Because the grass
The
is still
heat.
settling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then summer's coming.
Yeah.
So ideally what they want to do at least, I would do 3 times a week, 1
Okay.
time a day.
Okay.
But that goes also because they're not from here, they're not going to know. They're going to have restrictions with SAW eventually. SAW will email them or send them a letter stating, hey, we're restriction.
And these
water
are your
section
water
2.
days.
Yes, and then the water day will be on the last number of the house. So 7027 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Thursday. You can water between 7 and 10 a.m. or 7 and 10 p.m. They will catch you.
Or you can hand water anytime.
Yes, but they can catch you now. You used to be able to get away with it, but they can catch you now because of the
Meter.
meter being digital now. So,
Their big brother in us.
yeah.
What is that in the garage door?
Where?
Sticking that
Oh,
paper.
that's just documentation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are like docs that they leave,
Oh.
what they installed they did.
Okay.
Like seriously, whose handprints are those?
None of mine.
Are they? Did you do it on purpose? No.
Probably the landscaper.
Yeah,
Someone was trapped in here.
we could definitely get them to
Escape house.
put some
Little
little
Mr. Clean Magic eraser over there. What is this? Line?
I don't know. But we can cover it if you want.
Well, I mean, judging by distance, it should be a stud, right? But they just didn't.
Oh, maybe. Did they just? Yeah, maybe so.
It has to be a stud, right? Because they drilled this into this one.
Something. Yeah, there's got to be one there.
I honestly don't know. I don't have my step finder right now. But
I mean, one of these has to be attached to a stud. I
yeah,
would assume it'd be
or over
right here.
here. And they can put a block on it. I mean, it's hard enough. Is that the BG guy?
Yeah.
Did you already talk about all this stuff out here?
Yes.
We did.
Yeah, do you want to go over the irrigation system or do you want me to wait until they, because if we go to the irrigation system right now, we can't walk outside.
And they get an hour. He said if you call it, they call that phone number.
And
They'll
they'll-
come out
yeah,
and give them an hour
because they'll
orientation.
No, I mean, I would,
Yeah.
I said it on the, I'll set it on the video, but best case scenario, or at least the suggestion that I do is
Let's call Rainbird.
Yeah, no. Landscape Texas.
Installer.
Yeah, so there's a sticker on there with their number.
Okay.
They're pretty much the only company I've ever known actually do that and
Okay.
offer it. Because they'll go over how to use it, how not to use it, and basically also like recommendations for their lawn, their trees, because they do all the installs.
Okay.
So
Okay.